believe it or not, we're living in the most interesting of times right now, okay? Some good things happening in the world and a lot of bad things happening in the world. Nevertheless, it's the most interesting time to be alive. And one of the main reasons for that is because of a technology called AI. And, in my opinion, there's a lot of people talking about AI, but not enough people. And the reason for that is because it's advancing at a rate like we've never seen before. No other prior technology has rapidly advanced and gotten better and improved as much as AI is right now. Okay. And so with that happening, a lot of questions come up. Like, for example, will AI replace humans? Will AI be able to do everything that humans are doing but better? Will AI kill humans? A bunch of questions. Okay. And nobody really knows the answer to them yet. Okay, or at least to some of them. And so the whole purpose of this video is I kind of want to just walk through, in my opinion, who I think AI is going to replace within companies, who's the first to go, who's the last to go, and who AI maybe won't replace. Okay, because who knows, maybe one day we'll get to a point where within 30 or 40 years where AI is starting its own companies and it doesn't need humans anymore to provide value. So no one can really say for sure. It depends on how it's developed, how these companies train AI, and yeah, so the way I've structured this video is in a sequential order. So I'm gonna go by who I think is the first to go to who's the last to go, and then just who I think AI won't replace, and that's kind of just not really a numerical thing. So who I think AI will replace first, and this is kind of an obvious one since we're already seeing it, but I think graphic designers. Okay, and specifically, let's say thumbnail design, ad creative design. So if you're running ads and you have a picture ad with your clear offer on there, I think that's going to replace that. Just any specific general graphic design that you do for clients or that needs to get done, AI is going to be able to do it. And let me actually show you an example of this. So I'm on ChatGPT, and let's just say create an ad that says 5 clients guaranteed. Okay, just something random. And let's just see how long it takes. Oh my gosh. I should have probably draw it. Okay. So first of all, if humans wanted to manually do this by themselves, it's going to take a lot longer. Sure, as of now, it might be, yeah, see? So it's kind of crazy. It's all over the place. But I'm telling you, within a year or two, maybe, there's going to be specific AIs created just for the sole purpose of making good ad creative. So as of now, this is just a general purpose AI that draws anything, like draw a mountain, okay? But I'm telling you, within a year or two, it's going to be specific AIs created for solving these narrow issues. So, for example, creating ad creatives or creating thumbnails. And it's going to be fed, the data it's going to be fed on is the company's going to feed the AI data that they deem as good ad creatives. Okay. So it's only going to be able to output good ad creatives, high quality ad creatives that convert. Okay. And the AI will collect data on what's converting the best, what's not. And it's just going to keep improving and improving. Okay. And what the? I didn't know it was this good. It's like a photo. Damn. But yeah, so it does it quicker. It's gonna be a lot better and just higher quality than humans. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is also kind of another obvious one, but it's copywriting. Okay, again, there's already some AIs that are created solely for copywriting. I think copy.ai is one of them, something like that. But you know, in the future, it's only going to get better and better because it's fed more and more data. So, we're already seeing the rise of chatbots like ChatGPT, and just chatbots are exploding right now. And like I said, when AI gets fed data that the company deems as good copy, it's going to only output good copy because that's the data it was trained upon. Okay. And so the next one is, in my opinion, is going to be, and this is kind of one that a lot of people might not be expecting, but let's just say influencers / UGC content / personalized videos. Okay, I'm just gonna put this into one category because it's basically just a person in front of a camera. But I believe in the future, if you're, let's say, running a company or an agency or whatever, and you want to create content, you're gonna have the option to either sit in front of a camera and record the content yourself, or just have an AI get fed video data of you and have that AI just create, and you just type in what you want to make yourself say, and the AI will make a video of you saying exactly what you typed in. So there's already people doing it. For example, like the YouTuber Cop, he's already creating like YouTube videos with his headshot in the background of the gameplay, and like he's talking, but it's like an AI version of himself. But essentially, in the future, you're going to have an option whether you want to actually sit in front of a camera or you want an AI version of yourself to record the videos. Okay. And when it comes to UGC marketing and influencer marketing, I think that, Gary Vee said this, that we're going to have AI influencers. And so for companies, this is a huge plus because you don't have to, because working with influencers is just a big pain in the butt for these companies. For example, first of all, they're not cheap. Second of all, they take a lot of money. Third of all, they might not record an ad exactly how the company wants to record an ad and this and that. So if you're a UGC agency, I'd probably start looking into these AI video models and seeing, hopping on this AI influencer trend and selling this to companies because it can be very, very valuable and be a huge market, a lot of money to be made. Okay. The next thing I believe AI is going to replace is, and this is more so for tech companies or companies that require programming, but developers, okay? More specifically, programmers. And the reason I say this is because I was watching a keynote speech of Larry Ellison talking. If you don't know who Larry Ellison is, he's top 5 richest person in the world. I think he's actually number 5, and he's the founder and CEO of Oracle, which is a software company. And essentially, he's saying that within the company as of now, okay, they don't have developers writing all the code. They don't have programmers writing all the code. They generate the code, and they have people who I guess just do quality assurance on it or just optimize the code. And he said that their teams are much leaner because of this, and so, and I kind of know this from firsthand because I have a decent programming background. I went to school for software development and all that. And I mean, the teacher will give us an assignment and I can just copy and paste the assignment into ChatGPT. Like literally code a cool website in like HTML or whatnot. And it's just going to code it in 5 seconds what it would take a programmer a whole day or maybe even a whole week to program. Okay. And like I said, we're in the very early stages. So you can imagine within 10 years what this is going to look like. So kind of if you're in college for coding or software engineering, computer science, you might want to kind of, just think about it. And so, I don't know if it's gonna specifically replace every single programmer. It might be where a team is much leaner and the AI generates the initial code and the programmers just optimize it from there. But in the future, it might replace all programmers. So that's another thing. So far, we have programmers, UGC or influencers, copywriters, and graphic designers. The next thing I believe AI is going to replace, and we are already seeing this happen right now, I think it is going to replace triagers, which, if you don't know what that is, that's basically someone who cold calls someone to book them on a call / salespeople or sales reps. And so there's already tools for triagers like vapi.ai, and I don't know if you've seen these videos, but literally it's a person answering, and it sounds like you're fucking getting sold like Jordan Belfort on the other line. And like I said, it's very early, and the more data it gets, the more good data it gets, the more it's going to get better, the more it's going to improve. And so for sure, triagers are going to fully get replaced. I mean, you should probably, as of now, already look into using one of these AI tools. I don't know about air.ai. I've heard they've been having problems, but like vapi.ai, and because it's cheaper than hiring a human. And when it comes to sales rep, when will we get to the point where an AI can sit on a sales call and close someone for 45 minutes an hour? I don't know. Okay, I don't know if that's going to come soon or if that's going to come within a year. I haven't heard of anybody using that or having an AI close clients as of now. But will we probably get to that point one day? Probably, I believe so. Okay, have a fake AI person, have fake Jordan Belfort or Alex Hormozy on the other side of the camera, and they're selling you some fucking short form content service. Okay, we probably will get to that point. So, and just kind of when you're going through this video and I'm listing each position that's getting replaced, if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, don't necessarily think about it as a bad thing. Okay, because what this means is you can outsource all these positions for not only cheaper, but the work is going to get done much quicker, much higher quality, and it's not going to make mistakes like humans do. Okay, because AI, it doesn't have emotions. It does what it gets told to do exactly to the dot. And so kind of have the mindset of get creative and just predict on what you think is going to happen and try to just position yourself um, in the best possible way for the future to be adaptable. Because I think his name is Andy Grove, like he said, adapt or die. So, if you see people already replacing triagers with AIs, hop on that, okay? Because the earlier you hop on it, the more you'll get used to it, the more you'll learn about it, and you'll be ahead of the learning curve than most other people. And so, okay, that's that. The next thing is or not sales, but systems slash automation builders. Okay, let me just kind of make so you can see the whole list. And so the main reason I say this is because I was on Zapier, and I'm actually going to open it up. But I was on Zapier, and I saw that this was on the homepage, okay? And it's basically saying, what would you like to automate? And I could probably say, I actually have not used it though. So let's say, let's just say, I don't know, Facebook lead form nurture process. I'm gonna give it some vague instructions. And so, obviously every platform is trying to hop on. Okay, see. So every platform is trying to hop on AI. Even platforms like Fiverr and just like all these SaaS companies are hopping on the AI trend. And so with Zapier, they actually have a pretty good use case for it. And so you type in what you want, and the AI is going to take those words and somehow create an automation workflow out of it. And so I think this is going to get really good, and this could probably become a good a SaaS business where you create an AI where you type in a system and somehow it connects through all these different APIs to different platforms and actually creates a workflow out of the words that you typed in. But eventually this will get really good where you type in a prompt, and from that one prompt, a whole system gets built or a whole automation workflow gets built out. So just another thing to think about. And then from there, this is probably already getting replaced as of now. I've seen companies doing it, but customer support, specifically the first to go will be the chat customer support. So a lot of companies are already doing it. I think there's a company called Klarna, and they've saved and made a lot of money because they've replaced their customer support reps with an AI, and the AI responds much quicker, gives a much better solution to whatever the problem is, and also does it for cheaper. And so they've made and saved a ton of money from using the AI customer support reps. Okay, specifically the chat ones. Well, and there will eventually be a voice AI customer support rep. Okay, because from first principles thinking, if an AI can triage somebody to book a call, an AI can solve somebody's problem. Because, like I said, the AI is fed data, and some of the data points it's fed is which problems are people having, and as it obtains more problems that people are having, it's gonna have more answers and solutions to those problems. So, like I said, an AI has millions of data points in its artificial non-biological brain and its neural nets, and so it's going to have the solution to every single problem that every single person has. Okay, and so that's that. So customer support, that's definitely going to get replaced. The next thing I believe is going to get replaced, and this is where you got to start thinking about what you want to go to college for, but accounting slash finance services. So for example, tax write-offs, doing your taxes, seeing how much money is in and out of the business, tracking finances, seeing profit margins. I mean, it's easily going to replace humans. Come on, AI is literally a computing beast. And so, I don't know, just the only thing is, like, will the AI one day be able to fill out your taxes for you and send it to the government? Will the government allow that? That's the main question when it comes to a lot of these, okay? So when it comes to, like, things like, will AI be able to post content for you? Will AI be able to run ads for you? Will AI be able to do your finances for you? The big question is specifically online, virtually. Will there be APIs? Will there be good enough APIs to support it? How will these platforms allow it? So, for example, a question is, will AI be able to run my ads one day? Well, it depends if Meta allows an AI to, request from an API if they can go into the Facebook Ads Manager and, create a campaign and run it. It depends if will AI be able to post content for me. Depends if the platforms allow an AI through an API to, go and post content on a social media platform. Okay, because even some of these SaaS companies like buffer.com or Hootsuite or these social media management tools, they still kind of have trouble with these platforms. These are like social media management tools where you can post content or schedule content from a third party website. They still kind of have problems with these platforms like Instagram and Facebook because of, they don't, Instagram and Facebook doesn't really like that. So unless one day Facebook creates an API or an AI where it can post for you or run ads for you, it's going to be a big question of, whether these platforms will allow third party AIs to do that on their platforms. And so that's just a thing to keep in mind. And in this situation, it's with the government. And will they allow an AI to fill out a government tax form and send it to the government? We'll see. So it's a lot about boundaries and permissions between these specific entities. And so that's just a huge thing. And that's a thing that humans are gonna have to adapt to. Okay. And as AI gets better and better. Okay, so accounting and finance, AI already does math better than humans, does calculations better than humans. This is an obvious one. All right, the next thing I think AI is going to replace, this is what I literally just talked about, but and I'm going to group this into one category because they all face the same problem. Let's just say, for example, outreach / media buying / posting content. And this is where being a commoditized agency owner, you're kind of in trouble because if we get to a point where AI can do this, where it can like post content and like run ads, like with one AI, then you're in trouble as a Facebook ads agency or a short form content agency. And so, like I said, the big question is, will the platforms allow third party AIs to do this on their platform? Or maybe one day will these platforms create their own AI to do this on their own platform? So that's just a big question. But if we do get to a point where like Facebook makes a meta or a media buying AI and a posting content AI, it's definitely going to be something that a lot of people are going to need to adapt to, and agencies are going to have to adapt to leveraging it in order to, make their offer more appealing or whatnot. And so that's that. And yeah, so this is basically the whole list, I think, for what AI is going to replace. There might be some other stuff. Let me actually just move this up here. So, and so graphic designers, I think, are first to go. We're already seeing that getting replaced. Copywriters, influencers, developers and programmers, triagers, sales reps, systems builders, customer support, accounting and finance, and outreach and media buying. And obviously there's more stuff like, I don't know, like HR and stuff like that, but those are like the positions nobody cares about. Those are probably also going to get replaced by AI. What I think AI won't replace, well, I don't think AI is going to ever replace leadership. Okay, leadership / managers. Because at the end of the day, unless AI takes over humanity, we're humans, and humans have intuition, and humans have gut feeling, and humans have decision making processes. At the end of the day, if humans are the ones running companies, then we're going to be the ones making the high level decisions. Unless AI is one day able to start its own company, which is going to be crazy, but then that's when this probably will get replaced. But at the end of the day, if we're the ones running the companies, then we're the ones making the high level decisions because it's our company, and we do what we want with it. And so I don't think leadership and managers are ever going to get replaced, because at the end of the day, companies serve humanity, and humanity is the one that runs these companies, and so we're the ones that make the decisions. And the last and final thing I think AI is not going to replace is quality assurance, because if you look at all these positions that I've listed out here, yeah, sure, AI can replace programmers, it can replace copywriting, graphic designer, but if you don't actually have somebody checking to see that if the work that it's outputting is high quality work and it's actually good, then it's gonna output some bad work from time to time. Unless one day AI becomes a better quality assurance than quality assurance humans in and of themselves, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I think at every level there's going to be a human monitoring exactly what it's doing. Maybe that's how it's going to work. Maybe we're going to go, if you're a copywriter, you're a programmer, or you're a systems builder, it's going to go from you actually building the thing to you being a quality assurance person reviewing the thing. Maybe all humans are going to go from being the people that build the things to just be the ones that review what's getting built by the AIs. So maybe that's going to be our role in society. And so, yeah, I think essentially quality assurance is going to be in very high demand for each thing. And yeah, and so I mean that's basically my idea, my list of what I think AI is going to replace right away and who I think has some time before they get replaced. And so, yeah, I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope this sparks some ideas. Like, for example, if you're a UGC agency, I'd be pretty excited about this. I'd plan ahead for this, and I'd try to make a lot of money from this. Okay. I think that's going to be $1 billion market right there. UGC influencers or AI influencers. And so that's that. If you enjoyed the video, got any value from it, we actually just recently launched our AI scaling specialist school community. It's a school community where we go, where we basically teach people how to stand out from the competition, leveraging AI to not only make their offer and what they're selling more appealing, but to also grow their personal brand and stand out from the competition. Because no matter what you're selling or what niche you're in, what market you're in, there are so many people just making false promises and false guarantees that it's virtually impossible to stand out from the competition. So if you leverage AI, you will have an edge over your competition, and we're teaching people exactly how to leverage it and get an edge over the competition. So it's completely free. No money, no charge when you join. It's completely for free. It's the first link in the description, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.